to protect her, and then Richtofen closes the door to the teleporters just so they can't get out, and he teleports them, and thinking he's killed them, right? So Richtofen now is like in charge now, basically.
Right.
So obviously this whole zombie outbreak is happening because they're trying to teleport zombies and trying to make zombies. And okay, my FaceTime just ended. That's cool.
Huh.
Shut up. Mute.
Yeah, it's muted, everybody.
All right. And basically what happens is that, okay, Superman, you need to shut the fuck up. Dear God. Okay. Because like I lose my train of thought. So, where was I? Shit. I lost my train of thought.
No, you're talking about the puppies.
Yes. Okay. So basically, obviously the zombie outbreak happened, and all the teleporters and the Hellhound stuff was happening at Doris. Now, he retreated from Doris with Takeo and Nikolai and Tank Dempsey, who were all brainwashed again, and he retreated to Shinonuma to think things through. Because what actually ended up happening was that he never killed Maxis or Samantha. He only ended up teleporting them. And Maxis got teleported, as far as we're concerned, Maxis got teleported to the Aether, but it's really an unidentified
Well, thing in
location.
Minecraft?
I don't know. It's really an unidentified location, and like, cause like it even says he was teleported to an unidentified location, but Samantha was teleported to the moon base on Griffin Station, like from the last.
I never played that one.
Oh, okay. And actually there were two other scientists who were working with Richtofen up there already. No, not Kirsch. It was Schuler and somebody else. I can't remember what the guy's name was. But anyway, they saw the child, and they basically ran after her, and she ran into the MPD, the big pyramid thing in the middle of the map of Moon. And so now she's trapped inside there, and she can control the zombies with that. She doesn't know that yet, though. So the guys on the moon base target Maxis. They find him, and Maxis comes to comfort her, and then she says, "I love you, Daddy," and he says, "I love you too, and I need you to do me a favor."
Crap.
And she said, "What?" He goes, "Kill all of them." And so she starts controlling the zombies to kill the scientists, and actually I think Maxis ends up dying as well. I'm not entirely sure. As far as I was concerned, I think that's what happened. And shit, found somebody. Shock charge. Okay. And yeah, I'm telling you, dude, there's a lot of explanation for this. For me to even like go in the way I want to, I have to explain so much backstory. So let me see, where was I? Okay, so obviously, like I said, they retreated to Shinonuma to think things through, because Richtofen now realizes, okay, Samantha's controlled the zombies. How can I get back control of the zombies? And that's why he keeps going to these different maps to get each wonder weapon. Shinonuma, he's not going to get a wonder weapon there. Doris, though, he goes back to Doris to find the Wunderwaffe DG2. And after he gets it, he uses the Wunderwaffe DG2 in the teleporter in Doris to teleport him and the rest of the guys to Kiener der Toten, which is an unknown, which is like a theater in Berlin. Now, actually, at that theater in Berlin, it was I forget the guy's name, or it was not Gersh. It was I have to go. I want to go look it up. Hold on. I don't know. I just need to be accurate about this. I don't. It's just like an itch that I have.
This is really in-depth story.
It is.
It's it's almost as good. It's like almost as good or better than like the right actual campaign.
Yeah.
Freaking Treyarch.
Okay. Yeah, to think things through. Use the DG2.
So now I see why people are asking Treyarch to make like an actual, like just a zombies game.
I think it'd be better if they just left it alone, not let it zombies game.
I'm not. You don't want it?
No. So okay, so there was a guy named Yuri Kravchevsky who was originally working on the on Project Mercury, which was no, I'm sorry. Yuri Kravchevsky was working on something called Project Thunder, which is obviously the Thunder gun, right? So basically he was working on the Thunder Gun, and the Thunder Gun was to be shown, and the whole teleporter stuff was to be shown at that the theater in Berlin, in Berlin, Germany. So that's why Richtofen went there to get the Thunder Gun. And obviously he already knew the location because he'd already been there before. And so after he finds the Thunder Gun, again he overloads the teleporter, and he gets teleported to Ascension. Now, what actually ended up happening at Ascension as to how there was zombies and stuff like that, and where the Gersh device came from, was that Yuri Kravchevsky...
Wait, which one was Ascension again? Because I don't think I played that one either.
The one with the rocket ship.
Oh. Wait,
the one that came after Kindertoten, the first map pack.
Oh, gosh.
The one with the monkeys.
Oh, haha.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so... Basically what happens is that Yuri Kravchevsky was working on Project Thunder, but then he was decommissioned to work on Project Mercury, which was sending monkeys to the moon. Now, while he was at the Ascension moon base, and I'm remembering all the stuff that off the top of my head, I'm not reading anymore. While he was working on it, he noticed that there were Matryoshka dolls and a teddy bear. Now, but he thought to himself, well, how the hell could a child have gotten into this damn base? So, and that child is obviously Samantha.
Right.
So now this child is driving Yuri insane, right? And there was another Dr. Gersh, and he also was working on the Gersh device. So basically what happens is, in his insanity, in Yuri Kravchevsky's insanity, he completes the Gersh device, and he gets Gersh to use it, trapping Gersh and releasing all the zombies upon the moon base. So, and then obviously Yuri Kravchevsky dies, and then you can hear him screaming at the end of the last recording of the Radios on Moon. So, it says, after the events of Kindertoten, now I'm reading it. After the events of Kindertoten, the main characters somehow reach the abandoned Soviet Cosmotron. There is no real reason as to how they got there, but they got there. So then, the characters are told by Gersh, who tells them that the mechanism must be repaired, and he's referring to the Casimir mechanism, which must be repaired by completing different tasks. All the tasks are completed, and the mechanism isn't repaired. Gersh is free, leaving Samantha free to be ridden of in the Aether. Okay? So,
the Minecraft mod.
What?
She went to the Minecraft mod too.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. I need to go eat really quick. Here, back out.
What?
Eat really quick. Let's
Okay.
back out really quick and hold your thought. It was right after Ascension, right?
I still have it open with.
All right, so I'll be right back.
All right. What's the game of the week? Hardcore Chaos Mosh Pit. No.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that was a lot of words.
Hardcore Chaos Mosh. Not really. I guess it was more like 3, but it just sounds crazy.
God damn it! There's no mosh pit.
Man, I miss Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz was fun.
It was. I guess you wanna do kill confirmed.
I guess.
All right. So, shall I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, while all the events of Ascension are happening, the events of 5 are also unfolding. So they happen simultaneously, right?
Wait, so even those are?
Yeah, even those two things are connected. Because if you go into Ascension, you can actually, and if you get the red phones at the right time when they're ringing, you can actually hear Robert McNamara, John F. Kennedy, and Fidel Castro actually asking for assistance because they were running out of ammo.
Now I got a question that you probably don't have the answer to.
Go ahead.
So all these are out of order, right?
What do you mean?
Like all these things in the maps are out of order. Like I don't know.
I'm following.
Like you just said. Ow. Like you just said 5, or the thing you learned that 5 is happening at the same time as
Ascension.
Yeah, as Ascension. Way later when Ascension comes out, obviously.
Mhm.
So like things are just kind of placed around randomly, or I don't know, randomly. Like they're not in timeline order. They're not in
the way the maps are released. You're saying they're not.
Yeah,
released
they're
in
not.
chronological order?
Yeah.
Technically, Well, no, technically because 5 and Ascension are happening at the same time, and 5 was already in the game, and then Ascension came out. So you played at the events of 5, and then you played at the events of Ascension.
What are all the other ones?
Okay, so basically, after they get the Casimir mechanism, they're teleported I think what happens is that the teleporter malfunctions, or it's overloaded by the Casimir mechanism of some sort. And what happens is they go too far into the future, right? Basically, Richtofen meant to take them to a certain point in time, or in a certain place to get. So now he's going to Siberia, where Call of the Dead takes place, right? And
Wait, which one's Call of the Dead?
The one with the 4 celebrities with like Sarah Michelle Gellar and stuff.
Oh yeah. Wait, but they're not in the Dempsey and them aren't in that, are they?
Yes, they are. You've never done the Easter egg, have you?
No.
Nope. They're behind a closed door, like a really big closed door, and the Easter egg is called "Send the Original Characters to Paradise," which it's called Ensemble Cast. Basically, what happens is that Richtofen accidentally sent them too far into the future. Like basically, like when they teleported, the door was open, and when they ended or when they landed, the door was frozen solid. So it was frozen shut. So they enlist the help of the 4 cast members and to get the golden rod, which is why Richtofen came there. He needed the golden rod to make something called the Vril device. So after he gets the golden rod, and power's on, they can teleport, and they teleport out of there, and then they teleport to what is known as Paradise. Now obviously it's not Paradise anymore, it's Shangri-La, and he came there to get the focusing stone because that's the second piece of the Vril device. And so while there, they find out that if they all 4 press these like 4 little things or buttons on the wall, they go back in time basically, and an eclipse happens.
What happens?
An eclipse, and that's kind of how you know you're in the past, because there were 2 adventurers named Brock and Gary, and they had went there to find, I can't remember. Let me go look at what it was, because I remember they went to go find like the mystical, like hidden away something. I can't remember exactly what it was called. Well, I'm just gonna prone really quick, and I'm gonna come out. So,
I mean, I knew the storyline was kind of in depth, but I didn't realize it was just freaking in depth.
Yeah. Although the thing is that he tells them that he only got there, that like they didn't need. Richtofen tells the other guys, "Oh, we don't actually need to be here," because after the security system was disabled in the Easter egg, they could have totally left. They could have just gone, but they needed the golden rod. So, and then it's actually unknown what happened to the celebrities after they helped the group escape, so that we don't know if they died, if they survived. It says Shangri-La, however, did not live up to its name, as its inhabitants have all been zombified before the group's arrival. Richtofen now states that this was the last step to controlling the world before he is teleported there. The temple houses a mining facility filled with element 115, explaining the inhabitants' zombification. Prior to the group's arrival to Shangri-La, 2 explorers, Brock and Gary, went on an expedition to prove their theories of Argatha. Brock later figures out that the temple wasn't built by an ancient civilization, but by people in the modern era interpreting it, and after investigating the temple, the pair accidentally activated the temple's time travel and died in the resulting zombie attack. The group travels back in time and helps the pair survive. The pair's changing fate is illustrated by the radios that change messages and location as the groups help them. When the group finally creates the focusing stone, it lands on an altar with Richtofen's name on it, meaning the temple was in fact another Group 935 facility, and explaining Richtofen's knowledge of its location. The 2 explorers are then sent back to the moment they discovered the temple, indicating that they are stuck in a never-ending loop. So, now Richtofen has everything he needs. He got the Wonder Waff, so he can overload the teleporter constantly and stuff, and teleport. And now he has the golden rod, and he has the focusing stone. Now they teleport to the moon base, or Area 51 for this matter. So they get teleported to Area 51, which has already been overloaded. And
wait, is that a map?
No. Moon is Area 51.
Oh, okay.
Because at the beginning, you know all the stories about Area 51, right? Like keeping aliens and everything, and how Area 51 doesn't exist.
Whoa, yeah, it does.
Everybody says that, yeah, but sometimes the government goes, Area 51 doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, basically what happens is that They teleport to Area 51 now, and Area 51 has already been overrun by zombies. So you actually start out in Area 51, and then you have to take a teleporter up to a secret moon base known as Griffin Station, which Group 935 created. And once there, you find out Samantha is in the MPD, right? So Richtofen, obviously, as he says, wants to control the zombies, and to do that, he needs to, like, in a sense, be in Samantha's body, okay? So
Wait, Samantha's the girl, right?
Samantha's the little girl who's controlling the zombies in the MPD device. Now, what the shit? That was weird. I didn't like kill that guy. Okay, whatever.
So is she like a sick, twisted person since she's killing all these people?
Well, she just has revenge. She's trying to get revenge on Group 935 and Richtofen because they betrayed her and her father, basically.
Yeah.
Because they killed her father, you know. Or at least that's what she thinks. They killed her father, but in reality, I don't know if it was actually her that killed him or what have you. But so, what ends up happening is that Richtofen, as you go throughout the Easter egg, Richtofen eventually switches bodies with Samantha, and now Richtofen is controlling the zombies.
Creep.
So, yeah. So then Samantha is now in Richtofen's body, actually.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, they switch bodies. And actually, it's kind of cool, though, because you can hear Samantha's voice. If whoever's playing as Richtofen gets Samantha's voice now, so it's kind of cool.
So, for all these things, you have to have 4 people for to see all the story?
Not for Call of the Dead. For for the Easter eggs? Yeah.
Well, because you said, like, some people say things, and...
That is true. If you want to know everything about the storyline, 4 players on every map doing every Easter egg, yeah, that would work out fine.
Okay.
But if you're just going, it doesn't really matter. Like, regular is completely fine. To do the Ascension Easter egg, though, you need 4 players. To do the Shangri-La Easter egg, you need 4 players.
Right.
Call of the Dead, you don't need 4 players. Moon, you don't need 4 players.
Okay.
So what ends up happening is that actually, good point that you noted out the whole, like, how I said that they change dialogue sometimes. As they actually start going throughout it, their memories start coming back. And you can hear Tank Dempsey getting angry, and you can hear Nikolai asking for more vodka because he's trying